Welcome back to ITB Data Talks, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen, we do have our first live interview for today. It's about what should travel companies ask from their tech providers. And some of you guys may think it's probably not the best idea to ask a tech provider what to do best and what to ask best. I think it is a really good idea just because it's exactly what you are doing usually on ITB. So the pleasure is mine to ask the silly questions now and the hopefully clever questions, bringing value to you to make your decision for your next investment in tech. And I'm glad to welcome George Dumitru. He's the founder and CEO of wbe.travel. Hello, George. How are you doing?
Hello everyone. I'm fine. Thank you very much for answering. Everything is fine here.
Excellent. Good to see you, George. And as I said, it's maybe not so usual to ask a tech provider what's best, but okay, take it in 1 minute. What's the very special thing on wbetravel? You are in the industry for more than 15 years, I can say. You serve more than 100 customers, mainly tour operators, as well OTAs, DMCs, destination management companies, and so on. But of course, as we know, it's a huge market. So what is different, or what's the special thing on WB?
Well, what can I say? It's we offer what the industry needs more, and we try to do that for the beginning. And it's a very good balance between flexibility that is a need and the cost that is involved. And we managed to do that using cloud technologies and different business models. So we have the option to adapt to different clients' requests and different option of business model they are asking. So yes, what they should ask from a tech provider, usually they need to answer that type of questions, but sometimes our clients needed a little bit of consultancy and a little bit of guidance from our side as well. And this is what we are doing as well. We are acting as more than a supplier. We are acting as a partner in the relationship with our clients. And being a partner, we are using all our knowledge in the field to help them to take the right decisions in terms of actually reporting themselves to technology.
George, we all know the situation in the travel industry is challenging. We just heard the latest figures from Schroeder Fatness. It's minus 57% in gross bookings on a global scale. Somehow more in some markets, however. But why is it maybe the right time now to invest in travel technology? Some people may say it's a good idea just to wait and do it later.
Yeah, well, it's always the right time to invest in technology, generally speaking, because without technology, it's kind of hard to move forward. But let's say that the positive impact of this pandemic situation was that people could take a breath a bit, could take some steps outside and think a bit outside of the box, and try to evaluate their options a bit more. And for us as tech providers, that give us the time to develop more and more options and more features for the industry itself. And well, we are talking about the comeback, and everyone is talking about that comeback for a while. So now it's a better time to invest in technology than before, because everyone wants to be prepared for the moment the travel industry will be back in business. So once we have the technology with you, then it's very easy to relaunch. But it's not about the technology, it's also about the business model. So it's quite important what you do and how you invest in the technology in order to make sure that, for instance, you are not spending too much now when you don't have enough business. But when you are ready to spend, the technology is scalable enough to allow you the option to do that.
Mm-hmm. George, you're focused on connectivity, on scalability, flexibility of your systems. There are some others who do the same, or at least who say so. One of the big buzzwords, and Charuta told about buzzwords, is of course collaboration. So how to get to another and how to connect to another system. We also heard about today about the good performance of APIs or even not so good performance. So how do you see the fragmentations in the travel industry? How to get connection to your partners or to the partners of your client?
Well, connectivity, it's already there for such a long time. And, in the industry, everyone is talking about APIs. It's like the new kid on the block. Well, it's not the kid anymore. He's quite a mature guy already. Everyone is keen to connect to everybody else and is keen to give their APIs to everybody else. Although this is quite a nice idea, it comes with a lot of challenges. The challenge is that at some point this chain will easily become a circle. You'll, be able to buy from yourself without knowing it, because you get an API from someone who gets an API from someone that is getting the API from yourself. So going around and around in circles that can add not only complexity but also a little bit of stupidity on the process. And that's why you have to be quite careful about what you do, about who you give the APIs and from where you get it. And you don't have to be greedy, let's say, in terms of API connectivity, because if there are too many resellers on the market, they will end up reselling the same stuff over and over again. So here it's technology, but also it's business decisions and configurations. And then there are the challenges of mapping, the duplication, room mapping, room duplication at hotel level, and everything is actually done either by the travel company itself using their own internal stuff, or travel tech suppliers as us. And this is where we have the value, and it's quite a nice value added, because we come with a full solution and it will come with all the challenges that we try to resolve in the name of our clients. But this implies, let's say, that partnership I said about, the fact that you have to trust very much your tech supplier, and the fact that you may lose a little bit of flexibility when one tech supplier needs to serve, hundreds of clients and not only yourself. So you have to make sure that you give something, but also you will in order to take something.
And there are quite a few new challenges in our industry due to COVID. It has always been to connect to partners, to a supplier, and it has always been to get best off on the point of sale, wherever it is. And now it's also about security, about health measurements, about whatever and whenever it comes, health pass, COVID pass, you name it, however. How to get this into the system? Are you ready for this?
Well, we are ready for some part of it. We are still developing some other parts, because this market never stops asking, and the needs is always dynamic. We noticed that there are a lot of insurance, let's say, companies as a package that can be offered together with the accommodations. There are a lot of information that is coming directly from the hotel or from the bed banks for labeling, like safe to stay or COVID-free, or according to the government rules are implemented. So all this type of information we need, and we are displaying it on the screen for our clients or in our APIs, and it's coming via APIs. So we have all the mechanisms in order to pick them up. And these are static or dynamic fields that has to be there in this world now, and probably will stay there for a while. And well, this is again one of the challenges of a travel tech company, the fact that it has to adapt very fast in terms of functionalities and technicalities to the situation. And serving an industry, it's nice, it's fun, but it's also not so easy all the time, because you have to have internally your own flexibility. I'm still using this name, this word. But it's quite important to have a dynamic team that is able to very fast changing the focus and concentrate on the feature that matters most in a particular moment of time, how it is this pandemic situation now.
So you are ready for data aggregation as it has been in the past. And let's dig a bit deeper into future technologies. We have questions from the audience, and quite a few, I have to say. Kese Hyverinen is asking about blockchain tech. Is it a hype? Is it coming? Or what are the main stoppers in the travel industry? And if I may ask, are you familiar with blockchain? Is it an opportunity for you as wbetravel as well?
Well, blockchain again is there for a while, and it's another kid on the block, and everyone is talking about blockchain, but it's more related to cryptocurrencies as, let's say, as the buzz. But it's going to different industries as well. It's interesting because it's cut off the intermediary. So if you want to distribute something without the need of intermediary payments, or then it's easier. But still, I don't think it's quite adopted in the travel industry at the moment. It's something that it will happen probably in the near future in different ways. We are investigating, we are on top of that, but at the moment we are not offering such solutions. But together with blockchains, there are other aspects like artificial intelligence, for instance, that is quite adopted now for a lot of processes, for prediction algorithms and BI modules and everything. So again, the future is quite open, and we have to adapt as a tech company all the time.
Long term, short, George. Is it a gimmick, or is this a future technology for you?
Well, at the moment it's a gimmick, but I'm afraid it will be a future technology quite soon.
Good answer. Thank you so much. So, some in our audience are curious about your company. What are your main supplier? Your 2 or 3 examples from your OTA, from your tour operator portfolio, and there's a question about your business model, pay as you grow. How did this works? In a short sentence, please.
Yes, because we have not so much time. I will start with the business model. Basically, we have 3 business models that we can split it in 2: is license-based one and subscription-based one. Subscription, everything is in a cloud. Subscription model is what we call a pay-as-you-grow. That means our clients are paying monthly fees and some revenue fees as well, and that without any setup fees, and that will give them access to a ready-made platform end-to-end in the cloud that they can use. We have at the moment around 70 APIs, the hotel APIs accommodation integrated. We have the majority of the GDSs for the flights. We have flights consolidators as well, activities, rent a car, different services. We are serving mainly bed banks and DMCs and travel wholesalers. We don't have too many OTAs at the moment because it's not so easy to compete with the big players on the market, you know that. But in the B2B world and distribution, we have our clients that are giving APIs out, and also we are connected to channel managers. We have about 35 or 40, and we have our own solutions for extranet, hotel extranet, and contracting and DMC. Mm-hmm. We are consolidating the rates, and we are distributing the rates in the name of our clients. Mm-hmm.
But we also learned it's all about plumbing. It's also about coding and computing. So how did this match to your business model? Is it extra work, or how do you?
Well, there are different types of, let's say, extensions of the system. Either it's coming directly from a client and it's very specific to that client, so in this case can be charged from our side, or it's what we consider a market feature that we will hold the charge for it. We will do it internally, and that will be available for all our clients in the standard system. So we have customizations, we have branches, we have specific integrations for specific clients, but also we have a standard as-you-go system that it's on a shared environment that it's serving, let's say, everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Last but not least, George, you have the privilege to have a deep look into more than 100 inventory systems of tour operators worldwide. Do you see a glimpse of hope, or even more in terms of recovery? Did the bookings come back already?
Well, yes, bookings are coming back slowly, but it's happening, and it's coming back on different source markets and also different destinations. And I saw it's very much related to the government policies in the countries. For instance, now we saw UK is quite growing, and this is why very nice for our UK customers. In the last autumn and last summer was Greece and Italy. That was quite growing. It's still not on the same level like 2019, yes, but it's definitely better than 2020. So I think we are on the right track.
So probably it's exactly now the right time to migrate to another tech system. It can be too late tomorrow just because bookings can come back soon.
Exactly.
Let's cross fingers.
Yes,
Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, George, Dumitru, and it was a pleasure with you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And we go on ITB Data Talks at 11 o'clock.